I had sex with Cassie and Sean. Basically, he would masturbate and tell me what to do with Cassie. I had like 15 encounters, and I heard lots of business. Cause what they would do is Sean talks a lot on the phone and on the TV with speakers and stuff, and I was like a sex slave. Okay, for them that's what I was. That's all. All right. I caught herpes, and I came back and I sued him for the herpes and won. But they did. Mark Eros and Ben Mercedes were his attorneys, okay? And Christopher Leon's here was my attorney. They asked me to turn in that
girl. So I get a lot of my nosiness from other blog sites. One of them is Lipstick Alley. I'm over there being nosy at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm gonna put the clips. I'm finna put the clips, all the tea, all my receipts. I see within a thread a comment, which is where usually all the tea is in the comments, okay? Fuck what the post talking about. Scroll your ass down to the comments if you want the tea. I'm scrolling through Diddy comment because I'm still like doing the Diddy thing. Y'all know I have migraines. Anyway, and I see someone dropping tea, Candy put the receipt, about this guy who 3 years ago had said that he was Diddy and Cassie's. Girl, they gonna block my goddamn video. They said he was a sex slave. Y'all owe me coffee now, because now I'm never gonna get monetized. I am never fucking gonna get monetized on fucking YouTube. But let's go. If you want a video with the shits, this is the video with the shits, because I'm finna use all the banned words. They ain't finna give me not a goddamn thing. This is why I can't get 3,000 hours. Anyway, girl. So he's over there being interrogated by the police. And he said, listen, I know I shot up this shit, but let me drop some tea about how I used to be Diddy and Cassie's sex slave. Now, in the comment on Lipstick Alley, which is where I got this story from, and let me tell you how my nuts got cracked. I'm over here like, oh, okay, let me go watch the actual video to see what the fuck he's talking about. And he sounds a little crazy, but I watched the whole thing, and then I start to research him. Well, I'm not a gossip blogger. Okay, now I know this is hot shit. I gotta put this on YouTube. No one's talking about this on YouTube, but I'm not a gossip blogger. I do fucking nails. So now I gotta do nails first so I can make the goddamn video. Now I should have listened to my gut and put this shit out Wednesday. Here come the other YouTuber. She puts it out, and I subscribe to her, so I see the shit. I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch. I subscribe to you, and I see this shit. God damn, girl, why you didn't put this tea out? Because you're not a gossip blogger. You do fucking nails, girl. Stay in your lane. I can do two things at once. So I'm a little perturbed. Okay, because I'm like, damn, I should have put the video out. She still would have got more views than me because she's a bigger YouTube content creator. But I've been following her since she didn't have but like a few thousand. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, I know she probably reading the same shit I'm reading. I'm not saying where she got her sources from. I don't know. I didn't even watch her video because I know I was doing a video on it, and I don't want to steal her commentary or even hint at it. So she's the bigger content creator. If you've already seen the story or anything about it, I did not steal it from her, and I'll cuss you the fuck out about it. Okay, because I was the one up at 2 o'clock in the morning being nosy on Lipstick Alley, and that's where I personally heard about this story from. Let's get into it. Y'all got your snacks? Because I ain't got all day to break this down. I'm not a gossip blogger, okay? I'm a cosmetologist. I talk shit in the span of an appointment time. Let's go. So, girl, I was over there and I start to watch the video, which I'm going to insert here. It is on YouTube, and I wanted to see if this was like clickbait or if it was a real thing. Well, it is a real police interrogation video, because this nigga, yes, I know he's white. This nigga went and shot up Trump's hotel, causing a scene because he was anti Donald Trump. So he does this. He gets arrested in Florida, and they interrogate him. Candy, post the video.
By customs? By DEA. Inside the United States, okay? They move what's called high-grade powder, MDMA, they move cocaine, and they move liquid cocaine in the bottles too. Okay, so they put the liquid cocaine in the bottles and they move it. I've seen the liquid cocaine, I've drank it myself, having sex with Diddy and Cassie. Okay, it's not good. He drinks it all the time. Alright, he calls it G-juice, but it's liquid cocaine.
Alright.
How do I know?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How do you know this?
Do you know Sean Combs?
Puff Daddy?
Yeah.
P.Diddy, whatever you call himself these days. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's part of what's called the Boule. The Boule is a branch of the Illuminati.
Okay.
It's the black people. Okay.
Sometimes Jimmy drunk ass is telling the truth. And so in the 30 minutes that I was listening to this, as most people probably did 3 years ago, they wrote him off. He's crazy. What is he talking about? There's even news articles where they say in his interrogation, he's saying that he's Diddy's sex slave, and he slept with Cassie, and he's spilling tea on these other celebrities. But because the bigger story is the situation at Trump, and this is probably pink people news, they skimmed right over that, and it didn't hit black mainstream media. At the time, Diddy wasn't being charged with anything, and people just probably thought he's crazy. He's crazy. Let me tell you something about crazy people. We always tell the fucking truth in the midst of crazy. Why? Bitch, I'm already going fucking crazy. And this is how I knew this fool was telling the truth. Because I'm a little bit crazy. If I'm willing to shoot up Trump shit, do you think I got time to lie about sleeping with black ass Diddy and black ass Cassie? Absolutely not. This nigga didn't say I'm a sex slave if Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin. This nigga said Diddy, of all the people. And that's to me what gave it credibility. I'm going to fucking jail. It's clear this fool did this shit. He's going to jail for something. I just don't see in the midst of crazy him picking out these very specific people to tell the story on. So I researched further. I Googled this fool because it's easy to Google anybody. Okay? Most of us don't have sources. We have Google. That's the goddamn source. Google in the comment section. I know it is over here. Girl, I don't know no fucking body. I don't know no fucking body. Girl, if I knew somebody, I wouldn't be on YouTube. So I'm over here. Google, you son of a bitch, telling me everything I need to know. Google says, girl, he got some tea. And this is making his story even more credible. Because Google says, after the research that was done over here after he done shot up Trump shit, they did their job. They started looking into this fool. I didn't have to research it that fucking hard because he's already in the news. Okay? They've already dug into who is the person who shot up Trump shit. They not digging into the Diddy part. They want to know why this fool did this shit. Why did he shoot this shit up? So they dig and they get the tea for me. And because I read, that's where I got the tea. See, they know y'all not gonna read. They say that if you want to hide something from black people, put it in the book. You better start reading because this shit is old fucking news. Okay? And that's what also gave it credibility. This shit is old, son. He didn't even have a reason to lie. So the news finds out that he was a stripper and a porn star. And now my spidey senses are tingling. Okay? Because now I'm digging a little bit further and they want to say where he got this money from that he had been spending to buy. Or not, they want to say. They wanted to find out in the news stories how he had went from broke to like really rich. He was buying all this goddamn property. Well, in the video, he says, I got a settlement from Diddy for, I think, $5 million. I don't want to say specifically what it was because I might intermesh what I read in the comment, which was that he got $5 million because he had contracted the hurt from them. And in the video, from what I saw and heard with my own eyes, he has a little bit of an accent and there was subtitles or closed captioning. He just says he got a settlement from Diddy. Now, back to the news articles, I'm like, well, how? I'm with the news. Like, how you go from stripping and selling the sea to buying property? Granted, his wife is a lawyer. She's an attorney. But they was fucking broke. And it's starting to kind of make sense. Okay, well, I go over to the porn site. Now, I can't post what I saw over there, but it was some BBCs over there. It was some BWCs and some BBCs. I looked for a minute. Hell yeah, I looked. I'm grown, girl. I look right at them. Shaking them shit. It was shaking it all in them ladies' faces. They over there. Sticking in my face. I don't like strippers slinging it in my face. I prefer my friends to sling it in. I don't like a stranger slinging it in my face, but they was greased up. They was oiled up. It was shiny. They were large and in charge. And I looked at them in my research. Okay? Scrolled through. I looked a little bit longer. And then I said, this looks like, okay, Candy, focus. You're over here looking at, can I say cocks? You're never getting fucking monetized, girl. This shit ain't for kids. So I'm like, okay. I know a lot of people were going on about how Diddy was specifically getting black workers for them. I read somewhere else that he wasn't getting black workers. At one point he was getting white workers. So I don't think he's race specific. I think at that level of nasty, you just want somebody who's going to shut the fuck up. And to me, it would make more sense for me to pick somebody not super enmeshed into that culture, because they're more likely to snitch. Somebody listening to Cowboy Bebop might not even know who the fuck I am. They just want their check. So I'm over there on the site looking at BBCs and BWCs, and I'm like, he could have booked dude from here. Okay? Now I'm gonna put the site up there in case y'all won't see. You grown. I don't know what you're gonna do. Clear your web browser. Shit, I got a lock on my phone and I'm single. I do not look through this phone. Okay? I tell my mom all the time, you better not fucking scroll. You better not scroll, Mom. You're gonna see a BW, you're gonna see a BBC. I promise you, every other photo. You're a pervert. Anyway, so now I'm like, okay, he sounded a little off in the video, but he also got, there's crumbs there that would connect him of how he would get connected with someone like Diddy. He's not a bad looking guy. Listen, every time the police photograph you, they want you to look fucking crazy. I know. Okay? They want you to look crazy in the photos. He's not a bad looking guy. He was a trainer. He looks like, if you know sex workers, he looked like one. Okay? If you know gym people, he looked like one. He looks like the type that would be in that situation. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know, you don't know. But he looked like the type. Okay? $75 to $200 an hour. That's what he looked like. Okay? Not sorry. But I'm over there like, girl, you might have been hired. And he said he done got all this money. And the news is saying, where did you get all this money from? And now it's starting to be like, what if he did get this settlement from Diddy? Now I went to go look for actual legal documents, but I'm thinking like he probably would have settled this under the table. There wouldn't have been no paperwork. He probably went to him like, I got the hurt, you better give me my goddamn money, and it probably got paid off. I just don't feel like, and I listened to the whole rant, and I'm gonna play the clips that are specific to this story, and I read the transcript. He says a lot, but he also makes a lot of sense if you're looking past some of the filler. There's always a little bit of truth even in a lie. And at this extreme situation where you've already went and shot somebody's shit up, of all the things that I'm finna rant and rave about in this 30-minute video, the part that I saw, he mentions Diddy in his situation like 3 times, almost as if he's got a personal issue with this man. Almost as like, once I met you, my life went to fucking shit. And I'm finna tell these people, because I'm going to jail any fucking way. Let me tell these people how you gave me the hurt. I might couldn't say nothing because I had a NDA once I got that settlement. But if I'm facing federal fucking time, sir, I'm telling every fucking thing. And he's still in jail today. But the people at the time probably thought he's crazy, he's whacked out, he just shot up the shit, he's probably just ranting and raving. Just didn't seem like Diddy wasn't that popular. Like, it just didn't make sense to me that he would throw this person in under the bus for no reason, and it has nothing to do with the reason or the political incident that he's now involved in. The parts about Trump and this and that. If you watch conspiracy videos, depending on who you are, you might think he's crazy, you might think he's telling the truth. But I watched it, and I just kind of felt like, dude is probably telling the fucking truth about fucking with Diddy and Cassie. He probably did get paid off, and then he probably started living a really fucking reckless lifestyle, because now he's over there burning and itching every fucking month, and this is and he can't talk about it. He can't say anything. His wife probably stayed for the money, but she don't want the fucking hurt. You know, the business is ruined because now I'm a goddamn sex worker, and you didn't put me out of business. This is, you know what I'm saying, like, it sounds logical that his life would start to fucking fall apart. And his friends are saying, oh, he was a normal guy, we didn't have any problems, blah, 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 blah. He doesn't have a criminal record or anything like that would just say he's a flat out liar. Now, I didn't go to his like Instagram page or anything like that. The news people did it, and they said, you know, he had certain things that were like celebrity adjacent, but no one has. When I Googled him, it wasn't like a lot of photos popped up with him with celebrities. So I'm thinking, you know, like he's in Florida, he's in Miami, he's probably moving in the circles. But if you're a worker in those circles, you're probably not going to be photographed with those people. You're probably enmeshed with those people, but privately, because you're in that line of business, and they can't track you back to such and such if you don't have a photo with them. And that probably helped him. Like, hey, I'm not a groupie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not thirsty for attention, and I'm going to keep this shit on the low. So I think he said he had seen them about 15 times. It just was too fucking specific. This was too specific. Now, he named some other celebrities in this damn video. I think he said Rick Ross and what's the little pretty young, I'm so damn old, pretty young. I'm about to call this nigga a pretty young thing. He's like 47. Did he say French Montana? Or he didn't say French Montana, girl. I seen that him and Diddy was spooning on the boat, girl. Mm-hmm. He didn't say French. I think he said DJ Khaled. That's who he said. He said Rick Ross and DJ Khaled were in on it, in on this lifestyle. I won't say in on this actual shit with Diddy and Cassie. He just said they were in on the lifestyle as well. Maybe they were there at the parties, and he just assumed they're all there. To me, if you're watching his video, the only thing he specifically describes having actual intercourse people, the only people he described having actual intercourse with himself thoroughly in the video repeatedly is Cassie and Diddy. As if he's got a vendetta against them, which if you gave me the herb, totally would have a vendetta, and I would tell every fucking thing. But he's still sitting in fucking jail today. And now you fast forward 3 years later, because this is an official interrogation video from 3 years ago that no one paid attention to. If you fast forward 3 years later, he doesn't sound so fucking crazy. Now everybody's like, oh, he's Diddy's sex worker. Nigga, I said this 3 years. If it's me, I've been itching for 3 years. I told you. And y'all didn't fucking listen to me till I shot up that goddamn hotel. Now, everybody yeah, we didn't listen. I didn't hear about it. Okay? I didn't fucking hear about it. Right? It did not blend over. Okay? This news did not cross over the part about Diddy. Yes, we heard about the shootings and shit. But we didn't, I didn't read that part because I didn't care. But now I care because I'm nosy and it's interesting. Okay? At the time, a lot of people had beef with Trump. So you kind of just was like, oh, right. And you kind of just, he didn't, no one died. They caught his ass. He's going to jail. It's kind of like open and shut. But then when you kind of like start digging, and you're like, why would this man do this? And what would drive someone this fucking crazy that was apparently sane and had his shit together? Why would all of a sudden he just go nuts? Now, let's get to some of this news tea, because I'm just gonna use they shit, because hellos. Why I gotta do extra work and they done already done the work? Girl, I ain't got no research department. I'm over here doing fucking nails. I don't have the facts. People be really on YouTube like getting super, girl, all I did was read a little bit. All you gotta do is Google. Yeah, a lot of this shit is really mostly public information from people being arrested. So, the original comment says, but, and I'm starting from a point and I'm posting it. There's a man who was arrested 3 years ago who confessed during an interrogation video uploaded on YouTube that he was Puffy and Cassie's escort. He was a stripper escort, but he said he received a $5 million settlement after he contracted the herb from one of them. Then he said he was stalked and surveilled by Puffs. The feds interrogated him on a YouTube video for more than 30 minutes. The interrogation video is from 3 years ago, but he damn near described everything that was in those recent court documents. He said he would have sex with Cassie and Puffy, and Puffy would jack off. He also said Puffy was gay, and he named 2 additional celebrities. He went on for damn near 30 minutes describing the situation he had with them. He got arrested for shooting up a Trump hotel because he said no one would listen to him, and he needed to bring attention to himself. Some of his friends and family left comments on the video saying he's been stuck in the system all this time with no real trial date. Now, I got this from Lipstick Alley at 1:18. Was it 1:18? I'm sorry, 2:35 in the morning, Tuesday. And that's when I started to dig. Now, the news article starts to talk about several things. I went through a couple. And one of the ones, and I'm not going to read them all because I feel like possibly some of this has been covered by the other YouTuber, and I don't want to just regurgitate the exact same information. I'm more so giving you salon commentary on some shit that I saw on the internet. Okay, so this is from which news source is this? Because I want to give the people their credit. This is by David Ovalle and Charles Rabin. I think they're of the Miami Herald. Okay, because I have to crop this to put the picture in the video. So shit, give me a break. I feel like when people do their job, you got to give them credit for doing their job. I'm not going to come up here and act like I'm a goddamn internet sleuth. Okay, that would be wrong against all the people that actually went and did the research. Now, if I went and stalked this nigga down and I got the information to see, that would be one thing. But I really just went and read what people had already wrote, and I'm compiling it with my nail video and bringing it to you. In an excerpt from this article, it says, on social media, Oddity lists himself as a fitness instructor, real estate investor, and manager at Pegasus, a business dealing in minerals and gemstones. He also had a very Miami side job. About 5 years ago, he was a regular stripper for Dancing Bear, a South Florida website that produced videos of raucous stage parties, it was dicks out, involving women performing sex acts on male dancers. Baby, when I tell you they over there deep throat, when I tell you they over there mouths open, shit, I would never. Girl, that is disgusting. Where has that been, girl? Where has that been? Just, can you imagine? And go over there and look at it if you grown. Bruh, they over there mouths gaped open. Standing outside with my mouth open wide. If all the dick drops was lemon drops and gum drops, oh, what a rain that would be. That's what they're over there doing. I cannot post it on YouTube because they would definitely ban me. Go over there and look. Let me post the website. If you're a child, stay the fuck up off this video and off of that site. Don't come over here. I'm about to get like Cardi B and them. It ain't my job to watch y'all kids. Block that shit, son. If you're a child, get your ass up off the internet. Get up off the internet and go read a book. So I go over there from this article. This is where I found out about the company he used to work for. I didn't do any super hard research. They said it. I went and Googled it and then came to my own assumption. It looks like something that he probably would have been able to hook up with people. Like, if you're looking for that kind of person, you don't go on the street corners. If you're Diddy, you go through somebody that works in that business that has people, a pimp, a madam, whatever you want to call it, or a club, a group, a sect. He went over there and sent me a BWC, and I'll pay him extra if he shuts the fuck up. And that's what they did. That's just my assumption, allegedly, because this is a dude story, and apparently it has not been yet debunked. So I don't know. He hasn't necessarily proven it, but he hasn't necessarily made himself to look like to be a complete liar, because he looks like he, based on his history, where he works at, the money coming out of nowhere, that is quite possible. He had some issues, like it's giving if he had $1,800 and then all of a sudden was buying property out the wazoo, you might have got a rich daddy, okay, in Miami. It's so fucking possible for you to meet a rich man and he changed your life overnight, especially if he burns you. So we don't have much time. Let me tell you the tea on the money part, okay, from the news portion of it, because I feel like they have to do a little bit more homework. They have to do a little bit more research before they post or print something, because you can be sued. Definitely if you're a major news corporation and you're just posting out regular shit. So, I mean, not regular shit, random shit. It just ruins your credibility as a source for information if you don't have anything to back it up. But this is from a News 6. Who's the Peacock? Is that ABC or NBC? I think that's NBC. NBC South Florida 6. Alleged Trump Doral, I don't know. I don't want to fuck up y'all city name. Gunman Jonathan Oddi, whoever you are, went from dead broke to property buying spree in 1 month. This is posted on May 18th, 2018. The article reads, when his 6-year marriage dissolved in August 2014, the accused Trump National Doral shooter Jonathan Oddi claimed to have a net worth of negative $1,800. He was making $2,000 a month as a self-employed fitness trainer. He swore in a financial affidavit filed in a Miami-Dade Circuit Court, and his debts outpaced his assets. But less than a month after his divorce from attorney Tania Troutwine, girl, these names, you should have took his last name, Troutwine, he launched a buying spree of distressed properties, $765,000 for 5 properties over a 2-month period, according to Miami-Dade County property records. And records show none of these properties it should have been were. Girl, how the fuck I'm correcting y'all and y'all the news. And none of these property was purchased with a mortgage, suggesting that they were cash purchases. So where did a fitness trainer who was worse than flat broke in August of 2014 acquire enough cash in September of 2014 to start buying properties that were headed for foreclosure? A lawyer for Oddi and his ex-wife would not comment. Giving rich daddy is giving zaddy, you burnt me. I'm about to tell everybody, give me some money, I got the herb. My balls are itching, I cannot hide this. Okay? I cannot deadlift because my ball sack's got bumps on it. It's causing friction. I cannot get jiggy with this shit. It's giving, where is my fucking money? That's what it's giving, okay? You know what happened. And y'all know exactly why we didn't hear about this shit. Diddy heard about it. The Fed said, listen, bruh, it's a nigga over here. I use this word copiously. We're going to move past it. It's a nigga over here, and he's saying that he banged your girl. And that he banged her you and him about 15 times. He said he got cars and shit. He said he got some money and shit. And we're following the fucking money because we're the feds. All crimes are solvable through the money. ATM card. You get murdered on the street, they're going to track your ATM card. She was at the bank at 2:30. And here come her jealous boyfriend pulling up at 2:31. Shit got real. Okay? Man goes in the store, buys a rope. 15 hours later, his wife dies. He's going to fucking jail. Everybody follows the money. Okay? They probably asked this dude, where the fuck did you get this money? And he names lawyers and shit in this fucking video. He mad specific for a so-called liar. And I'm not finna fucking go to jail for fraud and shooting up some shit. He could probably beat the Trump charge. He's just gonna do a little time. He can probably get off in about 10 years time served because he ain't kill nobody. But I'm not going to jail for fraud. And I know that I got this money from you giving me the herb. I'm gonna tell it. Excuse me, I'm drinking water. I'm gonna tell it. I got the money from dude. And now they gotta verify this $5 million goddamn dollars. This not 10,000. This not a car. Dude, we're tracing where the fuck you get this money from. Especially if you're trying to kill. At the time, was Trump president then? Or you're doing like, I think Trump was president then. What year is this? He either was currently the president or was the president. Had just not been. My mind is. Don't get me on the fucking dates. Where the fuck did their trust and believe they wouldn't ask this nigga where he got the money from? Okay? And they know where the money came from. And it probably came from Diddy. And Diddy probably said, yes, I gave it to him. And then they probably started cleaning up the sites. Because they left the money. After that, it kind of like, it kind of got quiet. Kind of got a little quiet. We're just going to focus on the shooting. Okay? Please keep it quiet because I made his balls itch. That's what it's giving to me. But I didn't have time to put all this shit together and do nails and everything else. Okay, girl? I did not. And now I gotta go edit this damn video. I got a Christmas party tonight. I'm gonna try to get this out to y'all. We're gonna be doing a part 2 because I got some more tea. I just don't have time to compile all of this together. But I know a lot of people in my community don't necessarily follow other communities. So they might not even heard about this. So, I'm not really gonna close myself off to talking about it because somebody else talked about it first. But I do want to clarify where I got my tea from and my research, and then do my own thing because I know how YouTubers are and how people think. And I know I'm Googling just like you. Don't come over here and nobody come over here because it's Googleable information, bruh. This is all you can Google right now. I put the sources, I put the sites that I got it from so that you can go read it. I'm not trying to change the story to fit my narrative or to make my video better. I'm telling you what I heard, and then you can go research it for yourself. And that's what I suggest you do with anything that you're interested in, even if it's not celebrity gossip. If somebody tell you something, make sure you go research it for yourself, because then you'll know maybe if they're really telling the truth, if they're adding to it, if they're taking away, whatever. So we're going to put some clips in this video, and then we're going to do a part 2. And we're going to blend these fucking nails out. Girl, y'all see what I did with these nails? Girl, I ain't got time because I'm over here being creative and researching and healing. Okay, maybe I'm late. I'm always on time sometime, girl. So what? So what? I'm still a rock star. Okay? These nails is about to be fire. Shout out to the homie for the inspiration. I don't know that lady. Was it Pimped and Polish? Girl, give the girl her credit right now. For the inspo, I don't want to take her entire style or what the nails, like it's not a complete replication, but I saw her video and I was like, yo, I had already wanted to do a nutcracker nail. She inspired me, and thank you. Please do not block my content for using your picture, please. Thank you for inspiring me, and don't mind dude look like Michael Jackson. I need to make his coat a little longer. He look like Michael Jackson. We'll see in part 2 how this go, okay? Because this video is about to be over. Thank y'all for watching. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments so far if y'all think Jonathan telling the truth. Watch these clips. Y'all have a great freaking day. Here's some more of the interview. I love y'all. Please, I've been forgetting to tell y'all to watch, like, comment, subscribe, all that. All that. Thank you. Bye. Bye.
All the dope. The hip-hop agenda is an agenda to move drugs all over the United States. You need to involve the DEA. They move all the dope, all the dope on private jets, which don't get screened by
customs,
by DEA, inside the United States. Okay, they move what's called high-grade powder MDMA. They move cocaine, and they move liquid cocaine in their bottles too. Okay, so they put the liquid cocaine in the bottles and they move it. I seen the liquid cocaine, I've drank it myself, having sex with Diddy and Cassie. Okay, it's not good. He drinks it all the time. Alright, he calls it G-juice, but it's liquid cocaine.
Alright.
How do I know there's a conspiracy against Trump? Because it's in the Illuminati card deck. He should look at it for himself.
But let me bring you back to Thursday night, Friday morning.
Sure.
I mean, how did all of this? I think I better understand what you're saying. But what I want to know is how did that prompt you? How did that make you do what you did that night?
Well, we're getting to a point that his assassination is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because it's an agenda they're perpetrating on the media and the news. Example, Madonna is a client of Mercedes, Ben Mercedes.
Mm-hmm.
He has her go on public TV and say,